So the healthcare debate came to the quiet town of Toluca Lake, California this Wednesday, August 26, 2009, outside of a Trader Joe's, where a couple of LaROUCHE volunteers had set up a table, an anti-Obama healthcare table, complete with pamphlets, signage, and posters depicting Barack Obama as Adolf Hitler, complete with a little mustache. A passerby, one Beatrice Moreau, came upon the table, saw the poster, was so incensed by it that she tore it down. After calling these two volunteers some names and expressing her anger about the depiction of Barack Obama as Hitler. Now, because the LaROUCHE volunteers did not wish to appear on camera, my camera was not running at the beginning of the altercation. However, I did turn it on and get some footage of the end of the altercation, including an interview with Beatrice Moreau and an interview with one of the volunteers telling their side of the incident. Here's that report.
Yes, you are Adolf Hitler. You are a disrespectful scumbag. You look like a serial killer, a child molester. Would you mind? Please do. I'd love for this to be on CNN.
You okay with that? Can I interview?
This guy and these people, they cause so much disinformation, and I'm sorry, but after 8 years of, Bush and all of that, we have a man who's trying to do something, trying to make a difference, trying to make changes. And it's because of misinformation, distortions, and lies like this guy perpetuates that we are, stuck between a rock and a hard place. So many people need health care. I've never in my life been able to afford insurance, ever. I work for myself, I have nothing. If I get in a car accident, I'm screwed. So, it would be really, really nice to have something affordable. And to compare Obama to Hitler, I mean, it's so outrageous that it actually makes me want to cry. It really does, because, that man was responsible for the death of 6 million Jews, and this is what these people think it's okay to compare him to? Obama? This guy is scum right there. Why don't you photograph him? And thank you.
You're welcome. Do you want to come on camera and have your side?
No, you already photographed me.
I actually never got you. So that was an altercation outside of a Trader Joe's in Toluca Lake, California, where some anti-healthcare reform activists were having a table set up with some Hitler imagery on it, Obama as Hitler. And a lady came out of Trader Joe's very angry about this. Toluca Lake being, rather progressive company. In fact, the altercation is still going on.
Lovely thing to have.
I would too. Not Obama's health insurance.
I think you've been misinformed, sir.
He's just an idiot, a pawn,
You've been misinformed, or you're willfully misinforming others.
Now, let me ask you a question. I don't have your face on camera, but do you work for LaROUCHE? Are you paid by him?
Volunteer.
He's a fascist. LaROUCHE is the biggest fascist of them all. You got some nerve, kid. And especially if you're volunteering.
Did you get, I'm curious, did you guys have to get permits from Trader Joe's?
No, I already went. There's a...
Okay, so you just stood up there, okay.
There's a petition.
You want a public sidewalk.
It's a brave
But
Trader
nobody
Joe's for you to
wants you
choose.
there. Do you understand? Nobody wants you there.
It's the wrong neighborhood.
I mean, if LaROUCHE, oh my God, it's like, you know what? Why don't you join Glenn Beck and the rest of you hate mongerers? Okay, and look what happened to Glenn Beck. All the, people are sick and tired of hate mongers and liars like you. So go away. And here, my name is Beatrice Moreau, and these people were taking pictures of me, and I grabbed their camera, and now he's going to try and say that I assaulted someone. You don't have the right to take my picture unless I have my permission, and this is wrong. Okay, and look at this guy's eyes. Could you look at? There's just dark black holes. There's no heart. There's no emotion. There's no nothing. This guy is going to end up in jail for sure.
Your move.
Yeah, you know. you want me to give you do you want me to have your name for the record?
No, it's okay.
If you'd like to give a rebuttal, you're welcome.
It's on, so I have audio. Audio only, and I'll
Sure.
hold on a
Well, what
sign.
she did is she ripped up the sign, right? And so immediately our policy is anybody that attacks our table, it's private property, you understand? The reason we took a picture of her was because she attacked our table. It's private property. So when she saw that we were photographing her, she immediately grew upset. She grabbed her hand. That's immediately assault. And took the phone away from her
Yeah,
hand.
not private property because that's vandalism. The fact that she was going to go, or she went to our table and tried ripping up the sign.
It's people's property, so I mean, she took the sign. I mean, I had to.
Yeah. Has that happened before?
It's happened before. A lot of people, when they see the sign, they kind of freak out. But the reason why is because they haven't done any research on the healthcare reform policy. Usually the people...
I was curious if these posters had caused other people to get angry and tear them down. And I asked the two volunteers, and they said yes. In fact, these posters have been torn down before, and that this is something that has happened regularly to them. In fact, they are worried about people's reaction to the posters so much that they do not put the posters up when they are in South Central Los Angeles or a heavily African-American community, which should maybe tell them that these posters make people angry in any community, but regardless, they are aware that these posters incite people's anger. Now, these two LaRouche volunteers piqued my interest, and I wanted to look more into LaRouche and what he has to do with the healthcare reform. And you can see my commentary on that in part 2 of this report. I'm David P. Kronmiller. Thank you for watching.